from the champion, the story of this tournament has to be LSD, right? I mean, the number of top players that he was able to just close out on, and then on top of that to take even the grand final set to make it that competitive, just really looks like LSD is a player to watch out for, and really able to compete with the top tier for the
Yeah.
time being.
Yeah, it's like the tough part of being on top is that you don't get as much recognition for performing as expected
Yeah.
and just winning the tournament clean from winners, right? But
Hmm.
definitely the win on Ginger is something that I mean it kind of is expected. He's done it
Hmm.
most of the sets they played, but he has dropped a set to him. And the win versus LSD is expected. He's much higher seeded than him, but he has dropped a set to him. So Johnny just definitely performing well and coming in here and actually showing up is really
Hmm.
sick to see. And LSD being like an insane rising star is really sick to see. And yeah, just a lot of cool storylines to kind of track over these, especially since it's kind of recurring and there's kind of long-term points to kind of keep track of. You can kind of see
Hmm.
who's performing consistently and who's performing at each individual
Hmm.
tournament. So
Yeah, and then one quick final shout out, and maybe this is just me being a biased Falco main, but to see Ginger and Bobby both perform so well and go so deep in the tournament, really cool to see those guys continuing on the grind and continuing to
mhm.
level up week over week. I think they're showing some really cool stuff.
Oh,
Yo,
With
what's
that
up?
said, how's it going, S2J? Congratulations on your win.
Yo, thank you, man.
Uh,
so go ahead.
so yeah, tell us a little bit about how you're feeling right now. You had some pretty devastating sets throughout the tournament where you kind of crushed people. Um, did you really feel like you were in control throughout the whole tournament?
Yeah, I thought I was playing like pretty solid today as a whole. And I play all these people pretty often. Like LSD beat
Mhm.
me last time, so
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Do
knew
you
I
feel
knew how
like
good he was. What's up?
do you feel like you made any like specific adaptations, or do you feel like you were playing a little bit better and kind of making the right reads? And
Think yeah, playing better, but he's kind of lacking against Falcon compared to Spaces. Like he kind of
Mhm.
plays like an older Zen,
Oh, right, yeah.
so it's kind of that really.
And Ginger's another one that you've kind of had a lot of sets with, and I know he finally took one after a while because you were beating him kind of consistently in the Sleepy League. How do you feel about that matchup, kind of going back and forth?
Pretty good set. I think he got a lot of better within his own style against Falcon. I think
Hmm.
I still think you got to rush down Falcon, but he makes his style work. His lasers are like better, like higher.
Right.
So no, he's tough. He's tough.
Nice. Um.
So this was not your first time joining TMT, but you have been able to play it through a couple times. I believe, if I remember correctly, you got floated today. Can you talk about how that impacts your ability to play in the tournament, and how you like this sort of format for tournaments during this quarantine era?
I did get floated last couple weeks, but this week I actually played the ladder. But
Oh,
I do
nice.
I do like the floating aspects. But I didn't play it since Summit, so I'm like I gotta warm up. So I played like a bunch of
Hmm.
sets yesterday. So
Oh,
Hmm.
nice.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. How was the Summit experience?
Summit
Yep.
pretty dope. SCL and like Summit 10 as a whole. It's just a lot of fucking mailing, man. But I felt like
Yeah.
I leveled up like crazy, like constant weeks, constant hella playing for like 6 weeks straight. But it was dope, like comfort up in your own house.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've had to like adapt to the net play era, or do you feel like you're kind of there already, or
I think I'm kind of getting it. It's
nice?
really tough, man. Like everyone's fucking crazy now.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, so can you talk a little bit, like, we're seeing all these sort of rising stars who even very recently would not, be in the same conversation as people like you and Gatsu and Ginger, that are now just challenging these top players. And how does it feel to have to deal or have to be prepared for some of these players who, previously you didn't even know about?
Well, I'd say it's really dope because like every set you play now, it's like a life or death struggle if you're not playing sharp. Like
Nice.
Mhm.
I bet when like nationals come back, round one pools is gonna be mad tough.
Right.
Mhm.
It's,
Uh,
it's dope.
Yeah, absolutely. You've talked a lot in the past about how one of your big focuses is to make sure that your B game is good enough.
Mm.
Are you still like in this new era? Are you still really focused on that, or are you have you shifted back more to trying to bring out your A game all the time?
Well, I'd say no one plays their best in tournament unless you're like lucky or somehow on fire. So
Right.
more about the B game
Hmm,
for
hmm.
sure. Still,
Nice.
That's cool.
Do you have any closing thoughts or shout outs you want to make?
no, just thanks for hosting this event, and just I'm gonna keep doing my thing. Gonna try to win every tournament this December, and
Nice.
practice really hard for the LUT event. So just support me if you're a fan.
Hell yeah.
All right, awesome. Yeah, that Ludwig event, it's a charity tournament coming up here, I think at the end of the month. Have you picked your charity who you're going to be
Hell yeah.
supporting there?
Thinking maybe like St. Jude's Children's
Nice.
Hospital. Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
seems like a decent pick.
Yeah, absolutely, good pick. All right. Well, thanks a lot for joining us for a quick interview, and congratulations again, a really convincing win today, winning it all through winner's side, not even dropping a set. Uh, good stuff, Johnny.
Yeah, thanks, man. All right, peace.
All right, talk to you
All
soon.
right. And it looks like we are going to be rating him now, as the victor goes to spoils. So if all of you want to stick in here, we can rate S2J and tell him congratulations on winning the tournament.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys. This has been TMT. We'll be back again next week. I'm Raptor. That's Squid, and we'll talk to you again next time.
Pog.